Welcome back everybody to the R44 YouTube channel. Today it's finally time to add some mods to our M3 Touring. If you don't know this car already, this is a beast of a car. This car has been all the way around the US 2 years ago, well, last year, and then this year it's been all the way around Europe, and now it's in London. It's quite, it's a monumental piece of R44's history. You can see here we've got some carbon and we've got loads of stuff in the engine bay, which we can go into in more detail in a moment. We have some new mods here. We've got very basic stuff. Obviously, 2 years of modifying on this car heavily. There is a limitation in what you can do more. Finally, R44 has supplied some more mods. So we'll run through them now. We've got some carbon headlight covers, they're called. So they just simply sit over the kind of inside of your hood, over the headlights. Oops, something just like that. So they look really clean. You can see, I'll talk you through my styling of my engine bay car. I'm quite particular with finishes. So we've got two of those for the left and the right. We've got this crash bar cover that goes behind the GT style grille that's on there. And then we've got these eyebrows. It's quite, an old school thing you would see on like a 2 Series or whatever in the past. So we're gonna try those, see how they look. I think they look really good, especially with like a dark color. They look quite nice. And then the classic LCI interior trim. This car, I don't know why I haven't installed one. We were inside the car last night and we were like, we need to get one installed. So we've got them here. You can see here, we've also got a beautiful M2. So this is a Mars car, something that we'll be featuring into the channel over the next 2 weeks. It's heavily modified. It's wrapped in a nose tech. This is a Maxton LED wing. It's available for all kind of 2, 3, 4 series cars. It's obviously got a Miltech. It's got a full MHC kit, and we're going to go through that car in a bit more detail and start adding on the small mods, because it's easy to put a wing on something, but when it gets to the small finishes, it's important to do it right. So yeah, back to this car. We've got quite an engine bay, so let's run you through it from the front. Gloss carbon fiber finish MHC Stroud panel. This has got all the R44 employees, current and ex-employees of such. So some people have left the team and some people have joined the team, so we need to get some more signatures on there, but it's a very important piece, especially to myself. All the employees signed it as we were building this. They signed it back at home, and then they shipped it over to America. We've got the single turbo kit built from R44 and TWP, which is amazing. We've got the polished finish precision 6870 turbo. So it's running a single turbo kit. It's running MHD plus mapping with a motif from our guys Mike Bull. It's got the full CSF cooling package, so you can see that in there. That's the level up manifold from CSF in the raw finish. It's got the black line golden wrenches to kind of match the billet pieces on the car. You then got the matte Eventry engine cover, which I think looks amazing. It's oversized, it's been routed out to see that CSF piece. And then you've got the Motec strut brace, which unfortunately has now been discontinued. We've actually just sold our final pieces, but it's a nice bit. It's a nice finished strut brace, and it's not OTT. We haven't got more carbon. And then other than that, there's not much more in the engine bay. We've obviously got the INDV ECU cover to match the Eventry engine cover, but we now need to finish it off. And then we have these from Carbon Bay, which the quality is 1010. The weave, obviously this is such a difficult part to manufacture. Second you get carbon cloth, you've got to think of any cloth. If you go over loads of edges, it's going to distort and move, but they've done an amazing job in manufacturing and it looks super clean. So you can see it's full pre-preg manufacturing, and it's really easy to install. So let's go straight into it. We just need two tools. You need a Torx T30 for your headlight. So just loosen this off, go a bit slow to break it. Once that's done, just put that aside. You need a trim tool over the back here. You got 2 little trim pieces. Whoop. Remove that, put those aside. Now get the trim, slide it in, slide it on top of that push fixings over here, and then you've got the headlight piece there. What we might do, let's do it like so. Push them in. You might feel a little bit of friction over this, like hard line, but once you put all the screws in, it will all be put into position. Just make sure it drops down. So we've gone for a gloss finish through the middle, so it's just like emphasizes the gloss, makes the carbon stand out, and then we've got the matte in the engine bay, so it doesn't take away too much from the turbo, but when you look, it's still there. Then you've got the last bit here, which you just push down, put some pressure on it, so it locks in. And it will be a bit of pressure over this hard line, but that's just the way it is, because obviously we've had these kind of spec'd for the left and the right-hand drive, so slightly different on both cars, but that should be fine. That looks hella clean. I'm now gonna do the other side and show you how good it looks. All right, so we've done the kind of headlight covers. They look really nice, tie the engine bay in together. Now we've got two things for the front. So first thing first are these eyebrows, which this is the wrong one for that side, so this is the right one. We always provide you with a 3M alcohol wipe, which will just kind of promote the adhesive, get it all working nice, gets any debris off the front of the headlights or some ceramic coating. To do that, try not to go too crazy on it because it does leave residue on your car, so you need to kind of alcohol wipe it off after. Peel off small bits of the tape, not all of it, because you want to get a feel. I've never installed these before, so I want to get the fitting just right. So peel off a little bit either side. Obviously this is one long bit. Now we can get an idea how they look. What I'd recommend doing is just closing this, maybe installing some of it with the bumper off, the bonnet down or the hood down. Boom, that looks pretty good. Now I would go do the same thing on the opposite side. Before you remove all the tape, get both sides working in harmony, make sure you're happy, remove all the tape, that'll be stuck in place. Then at the same time, we'll go into doing this. So if you have a GT style grille, Vorsteiner style grille, or other grille options that expose this crash bar, the crash bar is an important thing, you can't remove it, but we can have this cool option, which is just a carbon cover with adhesive tape on the backside, pre-applied. So again, use your alcohol wipe, prep all of it. You can see how much debris, like dirt, is on it. And then simply throw that on the floor. Sell your sausage roll, lad. Right, so it's simple as, don't touch anything because the adhesive's kind of ready to go. Slide it in and put it on there. Push it down. US spec customers, you're gonna have a bit of a problem. We'll get some photos imported now, and you've seen some photos there. So I don't know the full details, but the guys at Carbon Bay have shared some information. So when you install this on a left-hand drive car, there's some modifications you need to do to the crash bar and depending on your specs. So just see those photos, kind of relay it back to what's on your car just to make those small adjustments. You can normally do them from inside, so it's easy as that. So that's that. The engine bay is done. I'm just gonna put the other eyebrow on, get everything looking good, see what you guys think from the outside, and then we'll meet you in the inside of the car. But the last bit of the puzzle for today's mods is this. Actually, I have one extra mod for you, so I'm gonna show it to you now. So we're now inside the car. I said I'll show you a new product. We have these little trims. So if you have a LCI car, you have the little trims coming out in the near future. They're just going through development and testing. Like with everything, we test it all. So this is the interior trim for the LCI car. Simply just sticks there. It removes the horrible gloss black that's behind. If you don't have this dashboard, there's one for this bit, the bit of gloss black over there that we have. So your 3M prep wipe, go around all the edges. Make sure you get all those greasy fingerprints off. See them everywhere. Put that away. The adhesive tape's on the back. Again, take your time, take it all off. I'd overhang a little bit of it. I am a professional. So I'm going to take it off. I'm going to leave that top one on so I can get it right. The key areas of focusing are on these edges here. Often we have customers say that it doesn't fit, but it's mainly just because they're installing it all wrong. So you can see, so am I. So just get in there, take your time, get it sat right. Once it's, see now it's put in properly. You can see it's nice and tight, but rest, take into account this is a stick-on trim. It's not going to be 100% flat like the OEM one. It is going to be about a mil or two higher, and that's just life, but I think it's a really nice looking mod. So you put that in there, and that is it, finished. You can also see some more trims here. So you can see this little side trim in carbon, some new products that we will be releasing in October, November time. So keep an eye on them. I just have to test them on my own car for a bit of time to get feedback, improve things, make sure they can deal with our high quality standards. But let's find you outside the car and outro this video. There we have it. So cool little Wednesday video here, R44 Performance. I think 1, 2, 3, 4 new mods on the G81 M3 that pretty much has everything R44 has to offer in a certain kind of finished. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, like, subscribe, hit that bell button, and check out Sunday's video where we release the next episode of our G87 project, which is currently getting a fire extinguisher installed. So quite crazy stuff. So check back for a full engine build of an S58.